A hijacked airplane is shown at the start of the film, which is being steered by a wounded man. There is no professional pilot, there are some soldiers of army, who are waiting for that plane's landing. The exit door of that airplane is open from where a child comes outside. He was very frightened, holding his teddy bear. That child is asked for many things, but he is unable to utter a word in fear, as he is shocked and dejected. Now the flashback is shown that belongs to this child. This child's name is Elias. His mother suffers from leukemia. They are planning to move into another country, because Elias' mother was going to be treated there. Now Elias comes outside, taking his luggage. So he may reach the airport soon and make his luggage check, while his mother reaches there, taking her medicine after some time, which are also checked. Now there is man named Farid. He helps Elias. Because Elias was a good boy, and he was also alone, now it is seen that airplane is taken off. Elias' mother is looking very sad, because she is recalling her past memories. When she was very excited with her husband or Elias' father, and they all three were leading a perfect life. Once their car became inoperative while driving somewhere in night time, and her husband moved here and there, asking for help. After this, he did not return, recalling it. Elias' mother is very dejected. Now the airplane is again shown. A tragic happening has taken place in it. Because airplane is hijacked now, then those 6 persons are seen, who were hijackers. One of them was the second pilot of this airplane. There was a bald man and a man who used to fly in rage soon. He was also called lunatic. There were also 3 more persons. Elias was a smart boy, so he begins to see a map instead of fearing. So he runs to that place, and his mother goes after him to stop him. Hijackers think that they are running, so it is also right at one place, so lunatic hijacker begins to shoot Elias' mother without thinking. Elias begins to weep bitterly. Then hijackers say to him, "It happened because of you. Your mother may be alive if you did not run from here. Do what we commanded if you take your life, dearest." Elias is afraid here. The flashback is seen here again, when Elias' father had not returned to that place after a long time. So Elias' mother is getting worried. She goes for her search. So she directly reaches a house where she finds the footsteps of her husband. She moves while following there. There are also blood stains on the stairs, which belonged to her husband or Elias' father. A vampire notices her before she moves downstairs, and he starts to advance her. She is also frightened to see that vampire. She looks forward as she comes downstairs. Seeing it, she finds it unable to control her emotions because it is her husband's dead body, who has been murdered in a pathetic way. But it is mystery that a present vampire here has killed him. Elias is also along with his mother. Then they weep a lot. Then a vampire is coming inside through a hole. Elias' mother is panicked, thinking, what should we do? Fortunately, the morning arrives there, and that vampire is burned with the sun rays. Meanwhile, it is seen that vampire had bitten the hand of Elias' mother. Then the story of present time is understood. That Elias' mother was not suffering from leukemia, but SH herself was a vampire. It is the cause that she sent Elias to airport before her, so she may come out when the night falls with the end of the day. There may be the night when they reach another country. Elias' mother was vampire, so she had not died, getting the gunshot. She moves to the cargo hold where the pets or luggage are placed. There are 2 dogs. Here Elias' mother needed blood, so she might herself. So she sucks the blood of a dog, killing it. Then another hijackers appears there who was among those 6 hijackers. Elias' mother also kills him and sucks his blood. She begins to recover here. And she moves to pilot, taking Elias. So she may request him to turn the airplane. But she observes that pilot has died a long time ago, and the airplane is on autopilot. Now hijackers had been sent here for this cause, so they may explode the airplane, and they were going to rescue themselves while jumping. So Elias' mother comes outside as they are nearly going to leave, and she tells all passengers that the pilot of this airplane has died. Is there anyone who can control the airplane? Then a boy appears and says that I can fly the airplane, Elias's mother, and that boy moves to cockpit. But hijackers return back, hearing the voice of Elias' mother. One more hijacker moves to her to kill her, but Elias' mother bites on his neck. He is bald hijacker and he also starts to transform into a vampire. But Elias' mother kills him, stabbing his abdomen. Elias' mother is again shown, who is again thinking about her past. And she begins to take her medicine. It is shown in the flashback that her life had become hard after the death of her husband. As being vampire, she used to go out of the house at night time. Because Elias was a younger baby, so many things were required for him. This time was hard for them, so she again moves to the same house where they had witnessed the vampire and it had bitten her. There is that vampire's father who points his gun at Elias' mother. Here the scene shifts and hijackers in cargo hold are seen, who are planning. They will kill Elias' mother at any cost now, because lunatic hijacker has told them this lady is vampire, and she can also kill us. Elias hears the whole conversation, and he goes to rescue his mother, but that boy who was controlling the airplane, he closes the door, witnessing those hijackers. Then lunatic hijacker arrives, and he extracts blood from the body of Elias' mother. So she may die after being unrest when she did not get blood. Elias points the gun on that man and it is fired by mistake. And the bullet passes through the airplane window. As a result, air pressure begins to create problem. And oxygen level is decreased to a large extent. If they did not land the airplane, they will also meet their end within 10 minutes because of the low level of oxygen. Consequently, that boy who is controlling the airplane, he dies at the spot. Now it is seen that lunatic hijacker starts to control the airplane, and he lands it. But Elias' mother sets him on fire, sprinkling alcohol on him, so he begins to burn. And these vampires can be died while burning or the shortage of blood. Then more hijackers arrive there. They rescue him, extinguishing the fire. Now Elias' mother begins to move upward, when all passengers notice that she is a vampire, so they begin to shatter in fear. And an old woman is died after being crushed under their feet. On the other side, lunatic hijacker who has transformed into vampire bites two of the hijackers. So Elias' mother locks them there. Now all passengers are very afraid here, and they decide that they will kill Elias' mother who is a vampire. Then a person named Farid says to them, "Don't worry," because he wants to help Elias' mother. They keep other vampires away from other passengers, but a passenger fires his gun at him. So he becomes furious thinking that I am on their support. So she bites a passenger and on the hand of Farid. Then Elias reaches there, and it is seen that lunatic hijacker who is locked in cargo hold, he is shouting. Elias' mother checks, going there, because he was going to come out from there. Farid also reaches there where Elias's mother bites his hand. Afterwards, it is seen that all passengers are helping, that all vampires may be out of the cabin. Now a man who is controlling the airplane. Elias' mother says to him, "Land the airplane here," because it had run out of the fuel. On the other side, a passenger is seen who is severely ill. He moves to that lunatic hijacker, and he says to him, "Transform me into a vampire." He was thinking as he will be able to survive after being transformed into a vampire, but that lunatic hijacker kills him. And he also begins to attack the other passengers. Elias' mother is observing it through the CCTV camera. She says that it will be necessary to kill all vampires. Then that pilot talks about that blast, which was planned to explode in the airplane by hijackers. Now they plan that they will kill the vampires through it. But there was an issue. Its remote was in that man's possession who was no more. And he was in opposite direction. Elias' mother says here that, "I will sacrifice my life." But Elias is grieved. He turns on his light so he may stop his mother. And he reaches the cargo hold, passing through the narrow place. He has continued to turn on his light so vampires may keep themselves away from him. Fortunately, he also gets the remote from here. That lunatic hijacker attacks him as he is returning back. His light device is fallen, so he hides his mouth there. Elias's mother asks the pilot, "May we land right now?" He tells, "Yes, airplane is on autopilot. We will soon land." Elias' mother says to Farid, "Take care of my son." So she bites that pilot so she may suck his blood, because she needed power to fight with the vampires. Now she runs to rescue his son Elias because that lunatic is again going to attack him. But Elias' mother attacks him, reaching there. That lunatic is succeeded because he is stronger than Elias' mother. Now Elias begins to divert his attention so he may leave his mother. But that lunatic blasts that door as he comes near Elias. So Elias' mother throws that lunatic out of the airplane through that door. So he hangs with the airplane. He also tries to drag Elias. But Farid directs the airplane towards the sunlight, witnessing it. Consequently, his body begins to burn and he has died at the spot. Elias notices that his mother is in worst condition now. He tries to make her drink blood, but his mother leaves, pushing him aside. It is seen that airplane is landed. Elias is telling the doctors that all hijackers have been died, but Farid is not a terrorist. No one trusts him and doctors inject him. So he may have rushed. He is sent by the ambulance. Farid is also defending himself, saying he is innocent and guiltless. Now the darkness is prevailing. Colonel says to Farid, release the passengers. But he does not agree. He requests army, shoot me. Farid also tries with it that airplane may be exploded. But soldiers takes Farid away, appearing there. And the soldiers who have gone in the airplane, they are being attacked by the vampire. Colonel and his army are shocked, because they have witnessed through the CCTV cameras. On the other side, it is seen that Elias jumps out of the ambulance. He begins to run towards airplane, where he observes that his mother has lost control over her. He starts to weep a lot and presses a button on a remote. As a result, the airplane is exploded and all vampires are died. Now Colonel releases Farid because he had known that Farid was exploding the airplane for a cause. There were left no passengers but only vampires. It means that Farid was a virtuous man. Now he runs to Elias immediately. Both embrace each other. And the movie end of this scene.